Ariel, your best bud Ariel, this fucking guy has almost like dedicated himself to just like hating on the Buck train, having everyone on, propping them all up on his show, trying to get them these opportunities, but we're not going to have that here. So he's saying he's uncomfortable with your shit when he's talking about Ian Garry. Just kind of curious, like when this guy is kind of saying, "Oh, I'm so uncomfortable with this. You should leave the family out of it." Exactly what you're talking about. But you know, it's Ariel, and he has a vendetta against you, so that's what I'm bringing
Right,
it
right,
up.
right. He just mad. He just mad because I ain't trying to be on this show. And eventually, because you see the numbers is doing terrible, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been
From
looking.
going, like, bro, I'll be looking.
I feel like the daily ain't working. I feel like it's too much of him. It was better when it
Yeah.
was a couple days a week.
So eventually, it's just gonna die. His show just gonna die eventually, bro. And I feel like with that being said, me being honest and me being open, like, bro, you trying to use us as a weapon against the UFC. Now, if you got true respect for us, right? You're not gonna set us up. You're not gonna put us up against the wall, whatever. Well, like first off, if you come to me and ask me if we can, is it okay to talk? It's one thing, but to put me on blast while we on live, and now I gotta think on time. Like, now is this good to talk about? Is it not good to talk about? Like, those are the type of things that I don't like, right? Because it will affect you in your business and your relationship with the company that you work for, right? Regardless, wrong or right,
I mean,
regardless,
look
right?
how I just asked you about your contract. I feel like I asked that probably how you're talking about, right? But Ariel
Yeah,
would be like, "How many fights contract did you just sign?"
and he gonna keep digging. He gonna try to keep digging. As I say, let's move on. Like we move on. He gonna keep going. He hits you with 5 more questions. Go back straight to it.
Right. Sneak it,
That's just
sneak it in there.
that's the
Yeah.
weasel, right? Ariel Helwani. That's what he whined too much, bro. He cried too much. The thing about myself is just understanding, and that's why I mess with you because I got almost loyalty with you, right? Because when nobody was talking to me, you called me up, hit me in the DM. Hey, Buck, down to do an interview, right? Like shit, I ain't heard nobody from that. Yeah, let's do an interview, right? And now you see the path that we on. When I get that title, I don't want to talk to no MMA interview like I don't want to do it because everybody know me in the MMA field. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
If anything, I'd rather just do my own shit, my own show, or show you some love, right?
Hell yeah, yeah.
Make them numbers go up, or get me on Club Shay Shay,
No, let's
right?
go.
Get me on the pivot. No, for
Yeah, those
real.
big platforms.
The big platform. Why I'm on y'all shows for? Y'all don't even want to pay no money. Y'all acting like y'all doing something for me. Like people know me in MMA. People know me who watch the UFC. I already got that platform. I need other platforms. I need other eyes. I need other audiences. Y'all not gonna help me. It's gonna be the other way around.
I feel that. And I feel like a lot of them, the way they do their interviews, it's like when they talk to you, sometimes you can't even get much out of them because they're like trying to make sure that they don't like upset the next guy and shit like that. So I feel like that's why
Right,
our
right,
dynamic
right.
works
Let's
a little
have
bit
some
better. I
real
just keep it a
talk.
buck down the
Let's
middle.
There we go, my
You
guy.
know, like
My
I say
guy.
about Prates, I still fuck with him. I'll do an interview with him. I feel like
Uh,
some of these guys get it. You know, that's why I'm like, I feel like I can say what I want to say because as long as I'm being truthful and not on some
Being
hating shit,
truthful and
you can understand.
respectful, you're gonna be straight,
Right.
right?
100%.
As long as you don't have malice in your words, or you trying to be slick with it, right? That little slick disrespect shit, you gonna be straight.
Yeah,
But
facts.
a lot of people don't know how to be real. A lot of people don't know how to be honest. They just know how to be a snake.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's kind of common in the MMA media. I feel like I'm one of the only people who like says
Mhm.
whatever I want. And I guess like
And
a
that's
guru.
yeah, and I mess with the MMA guru.
Yeah.
Not
And he
malice
does
at
big
all.
numbers,
Just
right? So I kind of
his
like
honest opinion from his heart.
right.
You can
Facts.
tell, right? MMA guru, I rock with him. I rock with you, right?
It's a new media.
We're gonna change the game.
I think we are. With the honesty, I think honestly you can't even help it. Like with all the
Mm-hmm.
disingenuousness going on, right? People
Mm-hmm.
see low key why Ariel has certain guys on his show. And even I got like this podcast. I don't know if you see it ever, but Wednesdays, right? I got this podcast with some other guy. But he even asked me on the
Yeah, I
show,
seen you and your boy. Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But he asked me, he's like, "Hey, like what's Ariel's like beef with Joaquin?" And I had to explain to him, like, well, you know, Joaquin went on a show and shit like that, but they had some, like, a little bit of discrepancy because of the length in between asking him to come on and only having him on when there's, like, something to benefit him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
for me, you
Yeah.
know, I feel like I'll push out your message regardless of how many views it gets. You feel me? I feel like that's
Yes,
a big
sir.
difference.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you call me regardless of what, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we
Right.
got
Like I
something
even
going on,
called before
cool.
this interview. I'm like, yo, let me get your thoughts on like this whole thing. You know what I mean?
So you really care.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel didn't give a fuck about me.
Right. Or
Like
I
I
mean,
said,
most of his guests on his show, I feel like he doesn't care about.
100%. The majority of times that he hit me up didn't have to do shit with fighting, bro. Right? The first time he hit me up, obviously, 2020, kick, boom, everybody was on my shit, right? TMZ reached out to me. Other than that, I had a great career. It was fighting a lot of good names, whatever. Didn't hear nothing from Ariel Helwani. I'm waiting to get back on the show. So what I had to do to promote myself, right? Get my boy Dale Brown, you know what I'm saying? Commander Brown, you know, Dust in the building for my Razak fight. End up winning. Ariel gives me a call. Hey, you want to get on the show? I'm like, cool, we back at it, right? But realizing now, right, he didn't call me because I won that fight against Razak. He called me because of Dale, and then proceeded to reach out to Dale, right? Because he knew that content was really where it's at, not me. And then when he hit me back up, right, out of all that time, me going into Atlantic City, right, me going down to 170, right? Now you talking about from Razak Al Hassan. I done had a long stretch. I done did a lot of shit to Vicente Luque. We do the pool party.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he want to talk about.
Yeah.
You want to talk about my fights?
The guy, yeah.
You know,
He's
like,
got a terrible,
so
like,
those are the shit that you think you being slick, but I'm recognizing what you're doing.